Welcome to the Full of Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording, and it is 4:08 p.m. that is Central Time, and today is October 27th. Well, today we had the stock market in positive territory. That was primarily backed by the strong performance of Qualcomm, which announced that it has brought out its competing chip for NVIDIA's AI applications. So the share jumped. It didn't hold quite all of the advance, but it held most of it. And that lent a lot of support to a lot of the other major companies. So NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, they were all in positive territory. And that helped to lift Wall Street. And the net effect was that the VIX index was down half a point. It's back to about 15.8. So back at, or it really has unwound a lot of the gain that it had put in over the preceding weeks as we come back to approach the lows put in probably September. But we've definitely had an uptick in volatility right across the precious metals sector. So gold has pulled back below the 4,000 level, and it's done so in a reasonably dynamic manner. Then silver was down over $2 at one point today, but then it paired some of that decline. We've had several of the rare earth metal companies that had been hitting new highs 2 weeks ago have now pulled back and are testing the lower side of their respective ranges, where we're starting to see some support coming through. And then this is all on the back of the thawing of relations between the USA and China. Now, there's some enthusiasm that a deal might be reached, and I think seeing is believing. But one thing is that if they're talking about the potential for a deal, at least the trade war is not escalating. And that is something that people have taken heart from. Now, of course, we've been in this kind of situation before, where we've had essential resources that popped on the upside during the trade conflict in the anticipation that there would be a great deal of interest in building out new infrastructure, only for prices to come back down again when China flooded the market with supply and I think further cemented their dominant position in the provision of rare earth metals. Then, of course, there's the additional dependence on Russia for the refined uranium for nuclear fuel. And that's an additional question of whether we're going to continue to see the